They've been doing a much better job this all along. So as it turns out, in terms of the economy that's emerging, they're going to win hands down.
Go Democrats!
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me.
It's a long way to Hines. We can do something.
Yeah, we might stop down.
Like Fest or what's on in the park and picnicking.
Neighbors, friends, welcome to my house, and thank you all for coming. Before we start, I'd like to take a quick pause and ask for God's blessing and to give thanks for all the good in our lives, and especially to ask for support and protection for our military members all over the world. So if you please bow your head for a moment of silence, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'm really excited to be standing before you today. These are exciting times, and the future of South Georgia and America is at stake. For the past 60 days, we've been in an exploratory mode, which has allowed me to become more familiar with the district and the district's issues. It also allowed us as a campaign to get organized, gain name recognition, raise money, and find supporters and volunteer helpers throughout each of the 25 counties of the district. During the exploratory period, I'm very proud to state that we made every single one of our milestones and objectives. Due to our success and the support that we've gained, not only from Democrats, but from independents and moderate Republicans, I'm extremely proud to announce that I, Bill Gillespie, am now an official candidate for the 1st Congressional District of Georgia. I promise to fight the good fight on your behalf every day. I will never be anybody's rubber stamper. I will passionately and with all my heart and energy do the work of the people of this district. I will represent 100% of the district, whether that be our corporate partners, the wealthy, or especially small business owners, the rural farmers, and the working class families and the impoverished in our district. We have a lot to improve in this district. We're going to improve them by advancing and investing in our values. Internationally, we need to bring the soldiers home honorably while continuing to win the fight against terrorists and extremists. I would do this through regional alliances and through our strategic allies, which we have forgotten. We must use and wield the national power that we have. We do not do it well. We do not use it in synergistic effort. Our diplomacy, our greatest intelligence, the greatest intelligence network and information collecting network in the world. Our military, it's just one of the options. Our economic power and our national will. We must bring all this to bear, and if we do, in a synergistic effort, we will do well. We must win the peace, and we will win the ideological war against Islamic extremists. We must also take care of America by securing our own borders and securing our own home, which includes the ports, the rails, the airports, as well as forgotten critical infrastructure like we have here in the 1st Congressional District. My domestic and local issues will include, and the #1 priority, and everything else will flow from this, I will create the South Georgia Alternative Energy Initiative. We will make our district the national leader in research and production of alternate energy, to include biodiesel with biomass, ethanol, methane, wind, and solar power. We will bring all our great economic institutions and smart scientists and smart technological experts to bear and to form a Manhattan Project type initiative. This initiative will attract new science and technology businesses not only from our nation but from across the world. We will attract talent to our district, and more importantly, our children won't have to migrate to find decent jobs. From this alternative energy initiative, many other problems tied to our economy will improve. We will invest in education. Our children need to be prepared for the new economy. The Educational Assessment Guide from America's Perfect Storm, from the Educational Training Services, states we are currently backwards. We are headed backwards in science and math. We are not preparing our children for the global economy. We will reform the insurance industry. We need affordable health care for all Americans, but especially our children. Vetoing and voting no for S-CHIP, health care for our most needy children, was a heartless mistake and a blunder. I will stop illegal immigration. I understand immigration. I understand the family stories. We must be able to look at people as an individual. But we also need to enforce our current laws on the books. Illegal immigration is hurting South Georgia. We will fix our veterans' care and benefits, especially for the injured soldiers returning home. Modern medicine has kept a lot of people alive. Thousands would have died 35 years ago in Vietnam. They now need our help and support. Unfortunately, if they don't retire, they are tied to medical VA clinics, which are understaffed. Kingston is supporting more clinics. What good is a building if it's not funded or staffed? Same with the hospitals. If we can't fund those buildings and clinics, then VA care should become just another insurance card initiative where veterans can go to a local healthcare facility and be taken care of. Right now, our veterans travel to Charleston, Lake City, south of Jacksonville. They travel to Dublin. They travel to Augusta. And they're lucky to be seen in a day. It's very, very unfortunate. We will have environmental protection, conservation, and sustainable development. People are moving here in droves, and our area is going to increase by 10 or 15% for the next predicted 10 years. We have the environmental quality of life that folks want. Our pristine coast, our beautiful interior and woods. We need to keep it and protect it that way. With greater economic and individual prosperity, we will be able to lower taxes for everyone. To end, I selected a reading from the Old Testament. A long time ago, in a crisis and turning point for the early Israelites, the Lord and Isaiah were having a leadership conversation. From Isaiah 6-8. And the Lord said, "Who shall I send? And whom shall go for us? Then said I, Here I am, send me." Thank you all for your time. You have a great and blessed week. Appreciate it.